I think that there are internal measurements that show how students progress from the first day in which they get into a class. Normally they don't know anyone, and if they know people, they are not going to be working with them, to the last part of the class, which is a design thinking exercise, and there we work with real problems. Last edition of the class, for instance, we work with health-related issues brought in by a company from Toronto, in which students have to design a new facility for elders, taking into account everything from the physical design to the way in which people would work around, budget, financing, location, every single thing. So coming from the beginning of the class in September, in which we start with networking activities, to having the possibility of solving a real world problem, either there or in education or in any aspect, and really talks about the progress that they do when they implement this methodology. They seem to be happy. They keep coming back, and there are a lot of students. So I think that's important. It's difficult to assess because a lot has to do with the internal and personal growth of the students, and you see that a lot when you have them again, whether or not they come back with those skills set in their brain as the normal way of working. The other thing that we do is we measure or try to evaluate the progress of students year to year. So we saw what we were able to do with them the first time that we offered this class and what we are able to offer them the next class. And there is sort of a collective learning process as well, in which students already have heard about the class. They come in and they already know what it is. And once you have them doing the initial set of activities, the creativity boot camp, really the learning curve, it's very smooth. And they are able to tackle things, for instance, the Lean Canvas method to create startup business plans, or the design thinking activities that we talked about before. During the lecture activities on the first part of the week, they are evaluated every single week according to the content delivered in the class. So before the midnight that very day, they have to go and answer some electronic tests that have to do with the content. And then we come to these classes, and then the creativity bootcamp is key that they are engaged. And the marks and the evaluation is very important there. So they cannot be just sitting down. They have to participate, and there is an important component there. And throughout the three types of activities that we do, is that their colleagues, the teammates, evaluate them too. So we try to provide many different ways to bring the best out of students who are very different, have different capabilities, so they are able to sort of flourish in different ways and blossom depending on their own qualities, while at the same time learning from other students other ways of doing things.